Okay, so today we are going to discuss about variables, identifier, keywords, and functions. When we are going to explore any language, no matter Python, .NET, C Sharp, or any other language, these are the things everywhere you will get. What is variable, what is identifier, what is keywords, and what is function. So I will try to explain in easy way. So in any programming language, first these two things is very common. One is variable, other one is function. Variable, actually we already used this thing many times in our childhood. Like when we have done some mathematical problem, like for example, if Ram age is 10 year more than Shyam age. Okay. This kind of problem, many problem we have done in our childhood. If Ram age is 10 year more than Shyam age, so normally in that kind of situation, what we are doing, we let Shyam age is what? Shyam age is X. Then Ram age will be what? Ram age will be X plus 10. Correct? These type of problem, type of things we already have done in class 8, 9, 10. So in programming language also, whenever we are working with any program, then sometime we need some variable to store our data. Sometime we need variable to store our data. So normally in programming language, if uh, if you are writing like f name, let's suppose you have written f name is equal to Yogesh. Let's suppose you have written what? You have written f name is equal to Yogesh. So ultimately, what is the meaning of this? The meaning of this is you want to create you want to create one space. You want to create one space in memory. You want to create one space in memory. The name of this space is what? The name of this space is f name. The name of this space is f name, and the value which stores in this space, that value is what? Yogesh. So whenever in any programming language, when if you are writing f name is equal to Yogesh, or whenever you have written like x is equal to 10, or we have written L name is equal to Sharma. So left side, this is what? This is the variable name. Right side, this is the variable value. So as soon as this line will execute in your program, as soon as this line will execute in your program, then what this will do in our memory? In computer memory, it will create one space. It will create one space, and the name of the space is what? The name of the space is f name, and the value which is stores in this space, that is what? That is Yogesh. So here when we are talking about variable. So variable is all about, like, variable is like a storage or container which we are using to store some information. So same example, f name is equal to Yogesh, then this is what? This is the variable name and this is the variable value. Means if I will write here simple example, let's suppose x is equal to 10, for example. Okay. If I have written here x is equal to 10. So what is the meaning of this? The meaning of this is there is a variable. That variable name is what? The variable name is x and the value of this variable is what? 10. Let's suppose now if I ask you x is equal to 10 and if I ask you what is the value of x plus 20. If I ask you value of x is equal to 10 and now my question is what is the value of x plus 20. So I believe you can easily give me the answer. The answer of this is 30. Why? Because the value of x is equal to 10 we already know, and when we will write here x plus 20, it means 10 plus 20, answer will be 30. So but when we are talking about the programming language, and as you know, whenever we are writing f name is equal to Yogesh, then as I already explained you, in the memory, it will create one space. The name of the space is f name and the value of the space is Yogesh. When if we are talking about the computer memory, like before, if we will talk about the memory, before that, one very simple example to understand that memory concept. Let's suppose this is one company floor. Okay, this is one floor of the company. In this floor, there are some cabins are there. Okay, there are some cabins are there. The first cabin, the number is what? C1, and this cabin is allocated to project manager. Cabin 2 allocated to project director. Cabin 3 allocated to project lead. Similarly, cabin 4 is team lead, cabin 5 is something, cabin 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So these all are what? These all are the C1, C2, C3, C4. This is the room number, and here each and every, in front of each and every room, one nameplate is there. That is what? Project manager, project director, something like this. Now, let's suppose one person came to reception. Okay, one person came to the company reception, and he want to meet project director. Okay, he want to meet whom? He want to meet the project director. So can anyone tell me, reception reception or that person, when he want to meet the project director, then reception, how many ways reception can tell to that person so that he can reach to this particular cabin. Obviously the either reception can tell ki, sir, you can go to the room number C2, or or reception can tell ki you can go to the room of the project director, because C2 is what? C2 is the address of the particular cabin, and project director, this nameplate is already there on the door. So that person can easily go and meet project director. Similarly, similarly, when we are talking about the computer memory, when you have written f name is equal to Yogesh, so as I told you, the memory name is what? The memory name is f name and the value which is stored in the memory, that is Yogesh. So when we are saying memory name is this, so definitely because we are dealing with the computer, so in computer, as you know, each and every memory have unique number, correct? We already know, like we are using the computer RAM. Okay, so in the RAM, let's suppose this is a complete computer memory, and this memory size is, let's suppose, 10 GB. Okay, memory size is 10 GB. So as you know, the in computer memory there will be many small what? There will be many small cells. In these cells, we are basically storing the information, like here. So, okay, let's suppose these all are what? These all are the small cells. So let's suppose if you have written here f name is equal to Yogesh. So maybe there is a program. When the program will execute, program will found one space. Let's suppose a program find this space. One second. Program find this particular space. Then the Yogesh name will store in this space. Yogesh name will store in this space, and the name of the space will be what? The name of the space is f name. So if I ask you the same example, if someone want to meet to Yogesh, then definitely we can get Yogesh in two different ways. One is we can find the Yogesh with what? With the name of the cell. The name of the cell is f name, and in other hand, we can find the Yogesh with the memory address, because in computer or in our hard disk, each and every cell have the unique number. So maybe if someone want to find the Yogesh, so maybe the address will be something like this. So you can find Yogesh in two different way. One is either using the address, or using what? Or using the name of the memory. So in any programming language, whenever you have written f name is equal to something or x is equal to something, so if you want to find Yogesh, so we can get the value in two different ways. One is using the memory address and using the memory name. Here you will see, then you will get more clarity. So if we want to retrieve the value, we can retrieve the value using the variable name, or using what? Using the address. What above statement does? So as I already explained you, it will allocate the memory in the computer, give name to the allocated space, and fill the given value to the space. This is the computer memory, and when this is a small grids is called the cells. Whenever you will write L name is equal to Sharma. Let's suppose you have written what? You have written L name is equal to Sharma. So here L name is what? L name is the variable name. Sharma is what? Variable value. So when this line will execute, then Python or any programming language will create one space, will create one space in memory. The name of the space will be what? The name of the space is L name, and the value which is stores in this space, the value is what? The value is Sharma. So this is how, when we are writing any variable and assigning any value to the variable, so how things will execute in computer internally. Same thing here. This is one space. We have stored the value 74.54. The name of the space is what? The name of the variable is area. And 24245, this is what? This is the address of the memory where Python has stored this value 74.54. So this is variable name, this is the memory address, and this is the variable value. Now after that, what is function? Actually, this function we can discuss later, but quickly I just want to tell you what is the meaning of the function. The meaning of the function is like if I will tell you as a layman language, okay, uh, for example, you want to prepare, you don't know, you don't know how to prepare tea. Okay, how to prepare the tea. So one day I have given you the complete step. Take the utensils, switch on the gas, take some water, take some milk, then boil the water or milk, then put some tea leaf. Then in 5-10 minutes you will get the tea. Now next time, okay, this is the first time. I need to tell you step by step what need to done to make a tea. But next time, what will happen? Like here, if first time, what I will do? First time, I will explain you. This is the step one. Then then after that, step two. Then step three. Then step four, and then step five. These are the five steps which we require to prepare the tea. Next time, next time when I want tea, then I am not going to explain you this. Simply what I will tell you, simply I will tell you, okay, prepare tea. So when I will tell you prepare tea, then automatically what will happen? Then automatically you can understand, okay, prepare tea, it means we need to execute this steps. So function is what? Function is group of statement. Group of a statement, or function is what? Function is a group of steps, group of code which we are executing. And when we will create a group and give some name, then this is called what? This entire group is called the function. And this is called what? This is called the function name. Like prepare tea. If I tell you prepare tea, it means immediately you can understand we need to execute step one, step two, step three, step four, like that. So function is what? Function is a group of code. Function is a group of statement which which we need to write only one time, which we need to write only one time, and we can execute n number of times. Like here in this example, the first time when you are going to prepare a tea, I explained you each and every steps. Second time onward, I am not going to tell you what are the steps need to do. If I will tell you prepare tea, then automatically you can understand each and every step we need to run. So this is what? This is the function. Like here a is equal to 10, b is equal to 10, this print hello something. So all together we have given what? These are the steps. These are the steps, or these are the code which are going to run. And all together, all together, the name of the function is what? The name of the function is, let's suppose, get name. So when I will call get name, when I will ask get name, automatically these steps will execute. So I believe you guys understood about what is the function. So this is again one example. Let's suppose this is what? This is a dishwasher. Dishwasher means here you need to give some input. We need to give some soap, utensils, and after that, simply dishwasher will take all these things, and after that, you will get finally what? You will get the clean and dry utensils. So this is what? This is one function. This function taken the soap, utensils, maybe electricity, and after that it has given you the clean and dry utensils. So the things which is going to execute inside the dishwasher, you no need to bother about that. Why? Someone already have written all the steps. You just need to call dishwasher. Once you call dishwasher, it will do his job and you will get the answer. Similarly, here we have created one function. Function name is what? Calculate simple interest. You just need to provide principal, rate of interest, time, and directly all these value will go inside the function and we will get what? We will get the simple interest. So function is basically what? Function is a group of a statement. When we will call the function, that function will run and it will return the result, or it will give you the result automatically. These are the input. This is the function. Name of the function is get simple interest. And this is what? Simple interest is the output. Now, after that, this is another point which is available in all the languages, that is called the identifier. Identifier, if I try to explain as a layman language, so this is same as like whenever in our family, whenever we will get any kid, okay, so there is a function or that is name ceremony, correct? So in this function, basically we are giving but some meaningful name to the kids. Okay, so like Yogesh, Amit, any name we are giving, and that name, as you know, it is not like we cannot give a name like dog, cat, and ABC, XYZ, 1 2 3. We cannot give this name to any human being. So whenever we are talking about the name, so there is two things. One is name is important because with the help of the name we will identify the person. Second thing is name should be meaningful. We cannot give name like XYZ. Okay, every name doesn't matter. You are from South India, you are from North India, everywhere. Any human being, name will be what? Name will be the meaningful. There will be certain rules. There will be certain rules which we need to follow when we are deciding the name. So in programming language, name is called what? Name is called the identifier. Identifier, even in the word itself, you can understand. Identifier means what? Identifier means the name or the thing using that we can identify the variable, we can identify the function, we can identify anything in any programming language. So what is the definition? You can see the word identifier clearly defines itself. An identifier is a name given to an entity which distinctly identify an entity in a program. Like in a, in any in any class, how teacher are recognizing the student with the name only. So name should be always meaningful, and that name kind of thing is called identifier in any programming language. This is just for your knowledge, the difference between the identifier and name. Variable, you guys understood. The name what we are given, like here, if we have given here like f name is equal to Yogesh, correct? If we have given here, let's suppose f name is equal to Yogesh. So f name is what? F name is the name, Yogesh is the value. So this is basically in programming language, this is called the identifier. Using that, we can identify the variable. Now, after that, this is again next important thing for any programming language, naming convention. Normally, when you are, if you are working, first of all, this topic, naming convention, this topic is basically we, this topic is useful only for when we are, when we want to write a proper standard code. Okay, this is not something related to if you will not do this thing and then you will get the error. There is no relation between the error and this naming convention. The only thing is when we are going to write a code, always we are trying to write a proper standardized code. So if you want to write a code in proper standard, then we can use what? Then we can use the naming convention. Now what is the what is all these naming conventions? There are four popular naming convention we have. We have the Pascal notation, we have camel case, we have underscore, and we have what? We have the kebab case. What is the purpose of this? Just if you understand, then you no need to even read this one. So first of all, let's suppose if I ask you to create a variable for simple interest. Okay, for example, I want to create a variable of simple interest. So now please understand carefully. You can write something like this: simple interest is equal to 20. Okay, we can write simple interest is equal to 20. If you will write this, there will be no error. There will be no error. But here the important thing is what? Because you have written this, you have written simple interest. You knows this is the simple interest. Because of that reason, you always read this simple interest, simple interest, simple interest. But if any new person will see this thing, so first of all, maybe he will feel problem to read this because he don't know you have something in your mind that is the simple interest. Maybe he will try to read like sim interest, simple interest, simple interest, anything he can read. So what we are doing in naming convention, we need to do something so that people can easily figure out where word is changing. Like here, simple interest. So here, as you know, if I simply change one small thing here, just if I change simple and after that I capital, now anyone if read, they will read what? They will read simple interest. Similarly, I will take one more example. The example is rate of interest. Rate of interest is equal to 5%. Now this also same problem. If any new person will come, maybe he cannot read properly. So for that, but if I will write here simple rate rate of interest, now anyone can read properly because wherever the word is changing, Wherever the word is changing, we are putting what? We are putting the capital letter. Now, if you understood this thing, now you can easily understand all the naming convention. The naming convention, what they are saying, the first naming convention is Pascal notation or Pascal naming convention. In Pascal notation or Pascal naming convention, the way of writing the variable is like this: simple interest. This is the way what we are using in Pascal notation. Means if you are following the Pascal notation, means if any variable name, first of all, wherever the word will change, we will put the capital letter, and it always start with what? The variable name is always start with the capital letter. So this is the simple interest. Now, if you will take the another one, camel case. If you will follow, if you are following the camel case, the only difference between the Pascal and camel case is in camel case, it start with the small letter, simple interest. Rest of the thing is same as the Pascal notation. So in Pascal notation and camel case, you understood the difference. Pascal notation, if you are following, variable name will start with the capital letter. If you are following camel case, variable name will start with the small letter. In Pascal and camel case, in both the cases, wherever the word sound is changed, we are putting what? We are putting the capital letter. Like here, let's suppose if we will take this example. So this is what? If I ask you, this is what? This is we are following camel case or Pascal notation. So you can easily understand that this is what? This is the camel case. Why? Because in the camel case, the first character is the small letter, and rest of all, wherever the sound is changing, we are putting what? We are putting the capital letter. So this is what? This is the Pascal notation and this is the camel case. Now after that, third one. The third one is what? The third one is underscore snake case. What is the snake case? Snake case is what? Snake case, what they are saying. If you are following the snake case, then first of all the letter will be small letter. And wherever the sound is changing, you need to put the underscore, simple interest. After that, the last one is what? The last one is the kebab case. Kebab case, just to basically, you just understand this thing, because ultimately kebab case is not going to use in Python. So in kebab case, what they are saying, ki wherever, first of all the variable character will be small letter, and wherever the sound is changed, you have to put hyphen. You have to put what? You have to put the hyphen. So these are the four different cases. Normally, normally if you will work with CMM level 5 company, like means you can consider Cognizant or you can consider Microsoft. So in these companies, whenever you are writing the code, so even at the starting of the project itself, the your project manager will tell you which which naming convention we need to follow for this project, Pascal or camel case, because in in companies these two are very common, Pascal notation and camel case. Snake case is also we can use, but kebab case is not useful for us now, because the reason is we are going to learn Python, and in Python not allow any variable name, any identifier with the character hyphen. Okay, that this also we will see. So this is what, this is the common identifier naming convention. This you can read. After that, now coming to the keywords. What is the meaning of the keyword? So here, when we are working with any programming language, doesn't matter this is a programming language or this is a database or or anything in related to the program. So in each and every programming language, there is some reserve words. There is the collection of some reserve words. That reserve words you cannot use as a identifier. In each and every programming language, we have some reserve words. That reserve words we cannot use as a identifier. Like here, the words what I am showing you, these all are the reserved keywords for Python. So here if you see, we have the class, finally, break, this is. So if someone, let's suppose someone write, if someone is writing class is equal to Yogesh, then Python will not allow this thing. Why? Because the thumb rule of any programming language, you cannot use you cannot use reserve keywords as a identifier. So here this is variable name. Variable name means what? Identifier. So we cannot use variable name. We cannot use variable name as a what? Keyword. So here in Python, these are the keywords are there. Actually, you no need to remember all these things. But yes, there are two, three things you means just remember 2 points. One is, if you will see all these keywords, out of all these keywords, there are three keywords we have which start with the capital letter. Correct? False, none, and true. Because why I am telling you? Because in interviews, this questions sometime HR or the technical people are asking कि in Python keywords, what are the keywords are start with the capital letter? So there are only three keywords we have in Python which start with the capital letter: false, none, and true. Rest of all keywords is start with the small letter only. So here these all are the keywords which we cannot use as a identifier in Python programming. Different version of the Python sometime have different set of keywords. So maybe if you will try to find in Google Python 2.7, how many keywords are there? So maybe there you will get keyword 32. Maybe sometime you will get the keyword 31 in some different version of the Python. So because of that reason, I mention here in Python version 3.9. In Python version 3.9, number of keywords is how many? Number of keywords is 36. Normally, in interview, people are not asking this question because the reason is different version have different keywords. Okay. So this question is not asking, but yes, what is the keyword? What is reserved keywords? How many keywords start with the capital letter? These questions people can ask you in the interview. How to get the keyword? This all these I will explain you later when we will actually start the program, writing the programs. Yes, now this is very important for Python because the entire journey in our entire journey of Python, we need to follow this thing. Actually, this is what, as I already explained you, when we have given or when we are giving name to any person, when we are giving name to any kid, then we have to follow some rules and regulations. No one can give me, or no one can give name to any kid like uh, 8 A12, 12A, ABC, 21A. No one can give this kind of name to any kid. So why? Because the reason is, in each and every religion there is some rules what we are following to give the name to the kid. So similarly, in Python programming, to give the identifier, to give the name to any variable, we need to follow some rules. So the first rule is what? The first rule is you cannot use reserved keyword as a identifier. As I already told you, reserved keywords we cannot use as a identifier. Second thing is, in Python, identifier can contain letters in a small letter in capital, digits, and underscore. This is another question in interview. How many or what are the special character allow in Python identifier? So in Python identifier, there is only a special character allow, that is the underscore. Apart from the underscore, you cannot use any special character in the identifier. We can use a small letter, we can use capital letter, we can use numbers, we can use the underscore, but we cannot use any other special character. Next thing is, identifier name cannot start with digit. Means you cannot give the name like 2f name is equal to Yogesh. This it is not allowed in Python. So any identifier, you cannot start with what? You cannot start with the number. Python identifier can't contain only digits. Means you cannot write something like 222 is equal to Yogesh. This is not allowed. Only digits is not allowed. Python identifier name can start with an underscore. Underscore use कर सकते हैं. Underscore से you can start. Like here, if I want to write underscore f name is equal to Yogesh, this is allowed. There is no problem. You can write even n number of what? You can write n number of underscore also. There is no problem. You can write underscore f name underscore. There is no problem. You can write f name fn underscore. This is all allowed. This all allowed. But if you want to write like this is not allowed. There is no limit on the length of the identifier name. Python identifier name are case sensitive. This is very important because in Python, if you have written f name and if you have written f name, these both have different meaning. Why? Because the reason is Python is the case sensitive. Any language, if any language is a case sensitive, then this and this is basically totally different. This is the small f name, this is one identifier, this is another identifier. This is not same, but in some languages, if you will write, let's suppose if you will write f name is equal to 10, and if you have written f name is equal to 10, so these both are the same thing. This variable name and this variable name both consider same. But in Python, because Python is a case sensitive language, so f name Any other capital F name will be the different. So here we have some examples like 99. Is it allow or not? So that you guys can go through the video and you can check and you can tell the answer like 99. This is not allowed. This is not valid, correct? This is invalid. 9 ABC. It is invalid. X plus Y invalid. Why? Because only one special character is allowed, that is the underscore. For is invalid. Why? Because for is the reserve keywords. Where one allow. Underscore where one allow. One underscore where not allowed. Why? Because it start with the number. Where hash one not allowed because only one type of special character is allowed, that is underscore. Underscore one, that is allow. Where underscore allow. Exclamation where one not allowed. One where not allowed. For allow. Because this for is not the reserve keyword. Small for is the reserve keywords. My hyphen name is not allow. Why? Because hyphen is not allow, only underscore is allow, so this is invalid. And here I just want to compare how Python is easy. C sharp and Java, if you want to just write a hello world program, so hello world, printing the hello world, you need these many line of code to print. But when we will come to the Python, because Python is very easy language, in Python, you just need to write one line, print hello world. This is more than enough. It will print hello world. That's all. So this is all about today's session. And I already have prepared the questionnaire. So that questionnaire I will upload in a group. So you guys can go through the questionnaire. And as I already told you, this is related to the today's session only. And if you will go through this, then automatically it will revise your today's session. Okay. Thank you guys. Bye bye. Good night. Take care.